And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Watch the pass.
On first down, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Go, Mike. Go. Hey, let's go. Come crash.
Nice, sweetheart. Alpha.
51 to Mike.
Set, go.
On first down, Valdez completes it to Davis. Giants, as his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Smith. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set up 50, plant. Come.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
51, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Valdez going up top. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now. 18, David. Protein's 5th. He's checking crack.
49, check 49, check.
Buzz.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Valdez going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Set. Ready. 60 out wide.
No game on this defense, no game.
What? 66. Set. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Valdez. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Take a break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. His throw caught at about the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error in the...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. These two teams all tied after 1. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
50 down. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, T. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Check. Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Nice 7. Let's go. Yes. It's a party now. It's Leo. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Valdez. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Off play action. Valdez. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Ready, set.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Off the play fake. Valdez. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
All day, every day, any day. Motion. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Haywood. I got one. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Valdez. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check 13. Check 13.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 50. Watch the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Valdez. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, check.
Mike's 50. Delta. Twist. Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Watch twist. Safe.
From the gun, Valdez. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Alert flare. Scene 6.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
I'm here all day. Go. Mike, go.
On fourth down, Valdez. He'll take a shot for the end zone. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Smith. Throwing again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Valdez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
50, Mike's 50. Chuck 31, Chuck 31.
Check, check. Lucky.
From the gun, Valdez. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Showing it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Valdez. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying some.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Intended that time for Cooper. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Switch. Topper. Yep. 50, Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming after you. Exit. 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 50. Ready.
From the gun, Valdez. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
They're going to 88. Blue dog Corkers. Sit. Go. Tighten up.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Under 10. 10. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Valdez. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Red. 8. Reed. 51.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Wide. Get wide.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Echo.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 26. Check 26.
Set, go.
Off play action. Valdez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey. Alert. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Valdez. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch the curve.
Hey,
Mike 51.
Alpha.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 24. Check 24. Back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Valdez, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Smith. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Check 37. Hey, Delta.
Smith. Buying time to his... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
It's our time. Check safety, check safety. Protein spill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Valdez. Oh, he stays up, wiggles free. Steps away to his left. And that is in. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on. Over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Smith on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Check. Tight right.
Sit.
This is Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Kill. What happened?
Throwing on first down. Valdez. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the safety creep. Greystone travel.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Ready, go!
Operating from the gun. Valdez. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here we go. Set. 50. Play. Yep. Box trap.
Max 50.
Let's get the ball.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Valdez, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Pilot 64. Weak. Check.
Max 50. Go.
Nice 7. Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, Valdez looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. He'll field this at the 5. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 88 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. H3, 218. Chopper. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one caught by Davis. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
51 to Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Go. Mike 51. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Valdez finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Delta.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Whip. 22 jet bomber. Scene 6.
2nd down and inches. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interception in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. 51 to Mike. No chance. No.
Now Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Go, team spill.
Come, crash.
Let him know.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off of play action, here's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Smith operating from the gun. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine.